back to the garage, man. Today, I'm actually planning on doing some wet sanding. Hopefully some clear coating. I'm not gonna keep my hopes up too terribly high because I'm starting to learn every time that I plan on doing like this and that, it never works out that way. I can never get everything done that I actually plan on doing within a day. But you know what? I'm gonna try my damn best. All right, so what we're gonna be doing is wet sanding the car. So main purpose of this is going to be to get areas flat, of course. There is a little bit of orange peel to the paint. It's really not terrible. Not only to get everything flat, but also now to scuff up everything so that it has something for the clear coat to actually bind to. So for the most part, I do have to sand like every single square inch of this thing. So not only all the big flat areas, but all inside of here, inside of the jams, this whole area right here that's gonna be behind the bumper and stuff, all that is going to be getting clear coated. So it will also need to be sanded. I have all my Velcro wet sandpaper out here. I have my Velcro DA. So it also has a Velcro pad on it that is like a cushion so that it's not like super hard. One of the biggest things that we want to avoid is burning through the paint, dude. You don't want to make it through the paint anywhere. We would basically have to repaint that area. So if we break through to primer or to metal, for instance, that's really bad. I don't want to have to come back and spray anything else. I actually accidentally did that on khaki whenever I was wet sanding khaki before clear coat, and it turned into a mess because I came back and I just sprayed that area and then it didn't match, bro. So I ended up having to blend it and everything. It was a nightmare. So I most certainly want to try to avoid that, of course. So your big danger areas are right on the edges. So whenever you're wet sanding, you don't want to focus right on the edge for too terribly long because it'll burn through that shit really quick, bro. On all these body lines here on the edge, like all those areas are like the danger zones, so you got to be careful. Yeah, I got all my wet sandpaper out here, the Velcro DA. I got my air nozzle in case I need to blow any water off. Got the compressor set up over there. I also got the pressure washer set up over here because I'm going to be using it not with it on but with it off, just to basically keep it wet. This is what I'm going to use. But I do need to go ahead and blast all the damn dust off of this thing right now because you don't want it to be all dusty while you're sanding. All right, here we go. Wish me luck. The entire thing and wet sanded it, and then afterwards I went back and used the wet sandpaper but dry on my little taco pad. I just went over the whole thing like this because I don't know, man, I struggle with the whole wet sanding thing because it leaves the body looking kind of shiny, and that's not my purpose here. I'm not trying to polish the damn paint. I want it to be smooth, but you also want it to be scuffed up so that the clear coat's gonna have something to bind to, you know what I mean? So I don't know, you can call me a butthurt, but I just wanted to see the scratch marks, like the sand marks, and I wanted to see the chalkiness that's created from sanding, you know what I mean? Get rid of that shine. So anyhow, I went over the whole entire thing now dry with this 1200 grit, trying to get all inside of all the little crevices and everything inside of here. This whole area, like this right here, takes forever to sand, but it's got to be done. So now what I'm gonna do is actually pressure wash this thing off to get all that dust off. Probably gonna jack the car up a little bit sideways so I can pressure wash all the inside just get all the dust and everything that's accumulated over time with it just sitting out here. I want it to be as clean as possible before we roll it into the spray booth, you know what I'm saying? Oh look, Rughead made it home from school.
Bro, what you talking about?
It's an alright pick.
Bro, that's
It's alright. It's alright. It's alright. This dude had to get a ride home from school. You know why? Because the Suburban ain't running. What the hell?
Yeah.
I woke up this morning, I went to go take him to school, and the Suburban wouldn't start. And that's not one of those things where you just like push it into the driveway and let's work on it. Hell freaking no, wherever that thing dies, that's where it's dead at, man. Because you ain't pushing that thing up in the driveway. What am I gonna do, call 15 people to come help me? Anyhow, gonna get this thing pressure washed off. Gonna pressure wash it inside and out like I said, and then we're gonna vacuum all the puddles of water out. Tried yet?
Cocaine?
Wow. Yeah, that's not what I was talking about. Where's
the roller?
Yeah, where's that thing? I haven't tried that thing yet. This thing! One of you guys sent us this to the P.O. box. I still have yet to have tried it, man. Figured why not? Use it on the DA. Watch the camera. Oh!
Bro!
Bro! That is sick, dude. Dude, that is so badass.
That's so dope. That's dope. Spray though. Bro. That's wild. Sick.
I need to use that on khaki, bro.
Facts.
Alright, Braven's gonna come through with the shop vac and get these little puddles out. And use I have a couple rags out here. I use some rags to just kind of dry it so it doesn't leave water spots all over the place. And yeah, this is pretty much freaking ready, bro. Pretty much ready.
Proudest moment of my life.
Had a box come in for khaki. I'm not gonna open that up in this video, but just know that's gonna be freaking sick. All right, while the car is drying out there, gonna get to work on all the rest of the body panels. Dude, like I had this feeling of like completion, finishing up the actual car out front, and then you come out here and you're like, oh yeah, there's 90% of the car. And yeah, my original plan was I was gonna take all this stuff down, actually roll the car in and clear coat it first, but then I was like, why? Whenever everything's already hung up, I can literally just sand everything with it hanging, and then I don't have to take it down. I can just clear coat it like right now where everything's at. So rather than taking everything down, putting the car in, having to move the car out, then put everything back up, I'm just gonna get all this stuff sanded and go ahead and clear coat it now while we have it hanging up already. So work smarter, not harder, right? Alright, went through and got everything in here sanded. It's quite a few hours later, just to let you guys know. Went through and got everything in here. It's completely sanded. And then we what are you doing? Then we, dude, is that a, bro, I swear to fucking God.
Dude, I'm not lying. Last night, I was laying in my bed, right? Straight boxers over, just like laying on my phone. I feel a freaking cricket somehow land on my chest, bro. I look down, I'm like,
There was just a spider crawling on my damn arm, bro. There's spiders everywhere right now.
right.
Did I tell you yesterday I was messing with, when I was getting into khaki, there was a spider crawling on my arm. Like, it scared me, bro. Like, I was like, ah! I blew it off, and it landed in, it's still in khaki somewhere.
If you guys don't know, his biggest fear is spiders.
That's not my biggest fear.
Bro, okay, not his biggest fear, but for something so small, this guy gets so scared of him. It's so funny.
It is funny.
Yeah.
Bro, for something so small, some of them can kill a grown-ass man with just one little fucking
But
pinch.
they're so tiny. I can look at them like,
Exactly, that's what makes it even scarier, fool. You never know where they're at. Like, one could be crawling up your pant leg right now.
Yeah, bro.
A spider that can take one little bite out of you and cause a big old fucking hole of your skin to die. A brown recluse, brown recluse, whatever, however you freaking say it. Whatever, dude, whatever. Anyhow, everything in here is sanded. We dusted the booth already, opened the doors up really quick, and then sprayed it out with the hose. I try to not keep the door open for very long so bugs don't get in here. Yeah, everything is ready, bro. Now I just need to, I'm gonna mix the clear coat up. This is the clear coat I'm using. It's a USC. I showed you guys this whenever we bought it, but I'll show it to you again. I forget how much this was. Do you remember? I think it was like $100
What is it, clear coat?
for the kit. Yeah,
Oh.
we bought this a while back.
Yeah,
But anyhow,
$100.
I'm gonna get that mixed up, and then I gotta go put my suit on. I gotta go get the GoPro out of the house. I'm gonna strap the GoPro on my head once again. Anyhow, I'm gonna be able to clear coat this stuff. And then you guys already know we're gonna have to let it hang in here till it dries before we can move this stuff out and actually bring the car in. But I don't know, we'll get it figured out. Check it.
Jesus Christ.
What?
How much clear coat do you need?
That much? I filled this up twice, painting all, spraying all this stuff to color.
No way.
Swear to God. Oof. Well, it wasn't twice. I filled it up to 4 the first time, and then the second time I filled it up to like 2. So it was like 1.5.
Jesus Christ.
What does Jesus have to do with it?
Everything.
It was me that did it.
What's your name again?
Jesus Christ.
Exactly.
That's what my girl calls me.
Your girl, I call you nothing. You're a single Pringle.
She calls me the same thing you call me.
Daddy?
Daddy.
What are you saying to me? Dude, I swear to God. It's a freaking brand new lip. I don't think you understand. Like, that lip cost me $100-something.
We hit the fence. Alright guys, got all the parts, all the removable parts clear coated, moved out of the booth. There is some orange peel on them, of course. Look, if any of you guys are watching are painters, throw it in the comments down below how crazy this is. But everything that I am doing here is all with a 1/8. The primer, of course, I mean, because you already know that's a primer gun. But I put the paint down with the 1/8, and I'm also clear coating with a damn 1/8, bro. I definitely should be using like a 1/2 or a 1/3, especially for the clear coat, but it is what it is. That's the reason why I did 3 really heavy coats of clear coat on there, so that we can come back and do a bunch of wet sanding and buff it out and basically get everything as smooth as glass, man. That's the idea. But anyhow, we have the actual chassis in the booth now, so I'm actually going to leave Braven to go ahead and start getting this all masked off. We're going to mask it off once again to where none of our overspray from the clear coat is going to be getting all over the inside of the car. Of course, the wheels are going to have to be masked off again. The engine bay's got to be can't talk right now. The engine bay needs to be masked off again. Yeah, that's going to be Braven's responsibility. I got some other things I got to go do, so he's going to get this masked off, and then we'll start spraying it. Alright guys, got the car in the booth, basically got the thing ready to spray. I was going over it and just doing one final look at the entire body to make sure I didn't see any imperfections or anything that potentially could need to be fixed before clear coating it. Because once it's clear coated, it's done, you know what I'm saying? But this quarter panel on this side, I don't know if you guys remember, there were like some door dings right here that we had to fix. I was looking at it and I was able to see like the areas where we had to do a little skim coat of Bondo. Even though I have like 3-4 coats of paint on here, you were still able to see that area like through it, you know what I'm saying? I don't know, it's unfortunate, it freaking sucked. So what I ended up having to do was go ahead and scuff this whole quarter panel, and I went ahead and I did like 2 coats right here, and then just kind of fanned it out across the rest of the door panel just to block that out, you know what I'm saying? Like I should have tried to record it to show you guys at first, but honestly I was just trying to just hurry up and get it knocked out and just start clear coating. But now the problem is I don't want to risk clear coating it right now while this paint is still gassing. I don't want it to react differently with the clear coat in this area than what it does up here. Like, paint can get real finicky like that, bro. You want everything to be the same. And I've been trying to just kind of let it dry enough to where I could wet sand it, but it just keeps getting the sandpaper gummy, you know? So I really need to let that cure and dry, wet sand it tomorrow, and then go ahead and get the entire car all clear coated. So have I already said that this car is like never ending? But anyhow, I'll get that sprayed tomorrow. But at least we got all the removable body panels all painted, all clear coated. They're all good and ready to go, man. I got them sent out here just baking in the sun. I don't know if I'm going to wet sand all this stuff off the car, or if I should just wait till after we assemble the car and then wet sand it all with it put together. I guess it really doesn't matter. I don't know, we'll figure it out. But I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, please smash the like button. I got some work I'm going to do on the EP3, I think, right now. So, but that'll be in tomorrow's video for you guys. Peace. See you on that one.